You've likely seen someone with tattoos. Or maybe you even know someone that has one. But have you ever wondered where the practice actually began? Tattoos have been around for ages, appearing in places such as ancient Egypt, Viking societies, and the Polynesian islands. As I researched the topic of tattoos, I discovered just how far back they go, and how many cultures use them in meaningful ways. Learning the how, what, when, where, and why of tattooing revealed just how widespread and symbolic they are. Even if you don't have a tattoo, understanding their history helps us appreciate the cultural significance, the emotional and personal meanings that they hold to others. Throughout history, tattoos have served many roles, for protection, social identity, to artistic expression like we do today. So today I will discuss the origins of tattoos, how tattoos developed across different cultures, and how tattooing evolved into what it is in the modern day. For my first main point, I would like to go over the origin of tattoos. Tattoos stretch back thousands of years. One of the oldest and most famous examples is the Iceman, a mummy that was preserved in the Alps for over 5,000 years. His body contained more than 60 tattoos, which were simple lines placed near joints. Historians believe that these marks may have been used as pain relief or healing, similar to acupuncture. Ancient Egyptians also provided early evidence of tattooings as far back as 2000 BCE. Many Egyptian mummies, especially women, had tattoos. They were believed to be connected to fertility, protection, and spiritual beliefs. These markings were not random. They were often aligned with important life roles. Across early civilizations, tattoos were not body art in the way that we see them today. They were tools for protection, healing, and identity. Before I move on to my second point, I would like to show you some visual examples of the tattoos that I just talked about. Okay. So I have a photo of the Polynesian tattoos. I also have a photo of the mummies with tattoos as well. Here's another photo. My second point is how cultures around the world use tattooing. As time passed, tattooing spread and developed across many cultures, each giving the practice unique meaning. In Polynesia, tattooing was an essential part of life. The word tattoo comes from the Polynesian word tattoo, which means to mark. Tattoos in Polynesian culture were symbols of courage, status, and heritage. The process was long and painful, making tattoos a powerful sign of strength and identity. Among the Vikings, tattoos served as symbols of their mythology, accomplishments, and spirituality. Arab travelers who wrote about Viking culture described them as being covered in dark ink patterns from the tips of their fingers to their necks. In Japan, tattooing evolved into a detailed art form known as irizu. While tattoos were sometimes used to punish criminals, they later transformed into elaborate designs that represented heroes' protection and spiritual beliefs. Everywhere tattoos appeared, they carried meaning. Whether markings of social position, honoring tradition, offering protection, telling personal stories, this global spread shows how deeply connected tattoos are to cultural identities. My third point is modern tattooing. Modern tattooing began to change with the invention of electric tattoo machines. This made tattooing faster, easier, and safer, and accessible for the average person. In the 20th century, tattooing became a form of personal expression. People used it to represent loved ones, meaningful experiences, art styles, and aspects of their identity. Instead of being tied strictly to tradition, tattoos became a creative outlook. Today, tattooing blends art and technology. Artists now use shading, realism, color, gradients, and use digital designs to create highly detailed images. Many people get tattoos for personal reasons, meaning the meanings behind their tattoo echo still ancient roots, identity, symbolism, protection, and memories, connecting them to their culture. Today we explored where tattooing began in ancient civilization, how different cultures use tattoos to express different identities and meanings, and how their traditions developed into modern tattoo practices today. Throughout history, tattoos have served many purposes, from protection, social identity, and ultimately becoming an artistic art form of expression that continues today. So the next time you see a tattoo, I hope you remember what you heard today. Instead of seeing ink, you'll see an art form that stood the test of time and a story that someone chose to carry on their skin.